you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to talk to you both today. So thank you for taking the time. Nicholas, I'll start with you. You are now a producer on the show. What has that partnership been like, being the leading actor on the series and now a producer?
It's been fantastic. The rest of the production team have completely embraced me and my ideas, and just involved me in being a part of the team. It's been wonderful. Just having a bit more ownership of my character and certain aspects of what the show is about, and I meet with the writers a lot. It's been wonderful, and I'm really thankful for their acceptance and embracing of me as a part of the team.
Definitely. Indira, your character is navigating some differences, some newnesses, if you will. Losing her job as the warden, troubles personally on the home front. In episode 6, we see you back at the jail and helping Aaron. What is next for her? What's coming? What's next? What do we see her? What do we see happening in the future for her?
Well, like you said, she's lost her job, so she needs a job, and
right.
Aaron got a job, and they get on really well, and they work really well together. So we've really enjoyed that new dynamic where she's no longer prison warden, he's no longer the inmate, and they're working together with that dynamic. The dynamic has shifted, the power has shifted, and so therefore,
right.
She needs him. She needs him more now.
Right.
They're gonna work together.
Right. Definitely. And you guys make a good team, I have to add. A really good team. Nicholas, what have you learned about the man, Isaac Wright Jr., after working with him so closely on this project? What have you learned about him? Because, we know what's in the headlines and the stories that we've all read and, the research that is out there. But what have you learned personally about him?
I don't think we have enough time to go through how much I've learned about Isaac, because the man is incredible and he's so interesting. I think one of the things that sticks with me the most that I incorporate in Aaron is his conviction that he is right about what he's pursuing, and to never give up on what you believe in. That for me was a thing that stuck, from the first time I had a conversation with him right up until tomorrow when we finish filming.
I just pitch in there also? Can I I feel like he works for other people. He just wants to help other people, and it's his lack of ego. It's really not about him, it's about the other person he's helping, and that to me is jaw-dropping.
Wow. And Indira, you're no stranger to the prison system, right? You have worked and supported several charities back in London. You even went in and did acting workshops in the prison. That's incredible, I have to just say. Do you feel like this role is a full circle moment for you?
Yeah, for sure, for definite. Yeah. I did prison. I haven't done prison work for a couple of years now, but and I haven't done loads. No, I'm not Sophia Masri, but I that little experience, as we've spoken about before, where you go inside a prison and you feel, you smell, you see, you hear what it feels like, that atmosphere. It totally informs how you play and how you relate to material. And for me, definitely now. And I feel sort of, I have similarities to Sophia in that I feel that there should be reform, and that we need to give people voices. We need to hear people's voices here, and make change happen.
Definitely.
And this is an opportunity.
Definitely. Nicholas, we are in a pivotal time in our country, just even in the world as a whole, as we continue to face and combat systemic racism and injustice. How does this show inform the current realities of the Black Lives Matter movement and the fight for equality and criminal justice reform?
Well, we have a series of storylines coming up that reflect everything that happened last summer with, the the police and anti-Blackness and how those things can really impact on a community and impact on us personally. And we see, you know, later on down the line firsthand how everything that we've been through in the last, you know, few months and everything that's been going on for the last few centuries is still very current and very relevant today, sadly. And how these patterns of repetitious ill behavior towards, and I call it anti-Blackness because it's very specific to Black people, and it's not something that the term and the ideology to justify the ill treatment of people can actually sum up. You know, racism makes it sound like it's an everyday thing. It's something that happens to everybody. No, this is anti-Blackness, and that is very specific. It's the Black Lives Matter movement. It's not the against racism movement. It's the Black Lives Matter movement. So it's very specific. I think we should specify that. And so the anti-Blackness that goes on not only in this country but, you know, globally, and how it now just needs to stop because it has such an impact. It's had such an impact on everybody across the globe that we now have allies that we never had before in such great numbers and with such passion and with so much to say about the fact that it now needs to come to, you know, and here's the thing, it will never come to an end. We just need to get it to a point where it's no longer a danger so that people are being killed, because that voice will always be there. And I actually think that voice kind of needs to be there to remind us how we don't want to live our lives and how we don't want to move forward. So, but we need to make that voice quieter. We need to make that danger less. We need to make that impact so much smaller than it is now. And have it something that is that becomes insignificant and not something that is all powerful.
And people need to be held accountable.
Yes, people do need to be held accountable. And I think when we come to incorporating that in our show, having the platform and the privilege to be able to present in a fashion of entertainment the issues that are going on in the world today and have been going on for a long time to an audience that may not understand what it feels like for specific communities, may not understand the small things that they take for granted every day that are a big impact on the Black community, and help them understand that these things happen to these people. And you go, and for them to go, oh, wow, I didn't realize. And I get a lot of DMs and emails on social media from, you know, a lot of white people who are saying, I did not realize that this type of thing happened to Black people. I didn't understand it until now. I'd heard about it, but now it's been made clearer for me. And thank you, and thank the creatives. And this, for me, is something that when I first went into taking on this role was one of the things I hoped would happen. And you're never sure whether it can happen, whether it will happen, but I was hoping that this would have an impact on a lot of people that didn't realize that this sort of thing went on and still goes on today. And the fact that, you know, even if it's a small amount of people, that's more people than we had before that are now allies, helping to fight and, you know, reduce the vibration and the danger and the impact that this systemic treatment and structure has had on so many people for so many years.
Wow. Mic drop. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Indira. Thank you for your beautiful work. Thank you for educating us on this show through your work. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.